Alright, today we're just doing a small little tutorial on issues with lines that you're getting in your greens. And I just want to show you an example because I just got called out here to look at this one. Alright, now you can see the lines here. Excuse my shadow, but you can see the lines that it's making in the greens. Now this was done with a riding machine, Jacobsen Greens King. And you can see the stripes that is leaving there. See there, the lines? Alright, so this one's a little bit more pronounced right here. You can see the lines it's leaving. So we're gonna go back and investigate the issue on the machine. And maybe if somebody else is having the same problem, this will help them diagnose theirs as well. Now, a lot of different factors come into play with this type of situation. It could be just simple tire pressure. Maybe one of the tire pressure on one of the wheels is off. It could be a height of cut issue. Could be a bad roller. There's a lot of things that come into play when you're dealing with your height of cut and sharpness of your reels and the quality of your cut. But those are usually the most common things. Would be the height of cut, the roller, tire pressure, and of course your reel to bed knife adjustment and your bed knife condition itself. So a couple of things we're going to go look at and see if we can diagnose exactly what this problem is and get it fixed. This is the machine right here that was the culprit that was cutting the greens. This is the Jacobsen Greens King 4 Plus, but the machine doesn't typically matter in this tutorial because whatever machine you're using, the expectations and service of the reel all pretty much follow suit on every machine. So what I noticed was I took the bed knife off of that one and immediately, the whole machine was cutting paper, but if you look at this bed knife, look at the groove in the side. There's nothing left of this. These bed knives typically have a little curve up. There's just nothing left. It is ground down to nothing. So we were pretty much, the reel was pretty much touching the turf. Now if you look at the newer bed knife, okay, you can see this curve, how it curves up. Here's your old knife. There's no curve. It's completely straight and really ground down. So that's going to be our problem right there, was the bed knife. Alright, now how does that happen? That comes from, well, just overall wear and tear. But the more and more you adjust your reel, okay, when you're adjusting your reel is actually getting closer to your bed knife every time you adjust it. And when you hear, well, you're not going to hear it on this one because I didn't tighten this bed knife yet, but when you get that metal to metal contact, you are essentially grinding away at this bed knife. Now, the looser you can get these and cutting paper, the better. Now, if you get these so tight that you can't turn them, well, you have really severe friction between your reel and your bed knife, and you're just going to grind away at these knives. You're going to go through knives like crazy. Now, different turf, different types of grass, I would say require, a different tightness. So if you have a thicker type of grass, you would obviously want your reel maybe a little bit tighter if you're having problems with it not cutting. But typically you want light contact, and your bed knives will last a lot longer. All right, in this situation, these reels have been through some heavy use and were over tightened at times. So this is pretty much the result of it. It just grinded these away to nothing. I tightened up all the bed knife screws, and now you can see this spins freely. Okay, if you tighten these up and this reel is really tight and you can't move it, then you need to loosen these. Okay, you need to adjust your reel to bed knife to get this to spin free. Now, the problem is if you put this on without loosening these first, then when you do loosen them and the reel does spin, well, now that you just took the tension off of this, this is not going to be tight all the way. There's going to be play in it, and you're going to take this out and you're going to have lines and imperfections in the green again, and you'll be beating yourself in the head wondering why. So that's why it's important to loosen your adjustments back here first so that this is free. Then go ahead and tighten this. And that's just my quick tip of the day. This is more or less for somebody that might be a homeowner or new to the reel adjustments or new turf mechanic. The veterans pretty much know these things to look for. But hopefully this helped somebody out, and if it did, hit subscribe below and give me a like. I do these videos daily, and I'll see you next time.